Hi guys, yes, this is the Lexus LS. I never knew it looked that good in real life because fuck man, I want this car. Okay, let me explain. It competes with the 7 Series, competes with the Audi A8, competes with the Jaguar XJ, and of course the Mercedes S-Class. Okay, so this is the luxury full-size limo segment basically. But if you look at the profile of the car, do you notice something? This car looks like a sports sedan. So in my opinion, right, anyone who owns a 5 Series, an E-Class or an Audi A6, technically speaking, they don't have a car to upgrade to. Why would I say that? Because the moment when you go from a 5 Series to a 7 Series, right, the 7 Series look more like a car that is chauffeur driven. That goes the same with the S-Class, that goes the same with the Audi A8 as well. So now you might argue with me and say that there is the 6 Series Grand Coupe, there is the Mercedes CLS, and of course there is the Audi A7, right? Because those cars are more expensive than the 5 Series A6 and E-Class. But when you buy a 6 Series Grand Coupe, say for example you come from a 5 Series to a 6 Series Grand Coupe, you are actually downgrading when it comes to luxury real estate. That means at the core of it, when you buy a luxury car, you want space. When there is less space, even though the car is more expensive, is technically speaking, it feels like a downgrade. It feels like coming from a bigger car to a smaller car. Right? You still want a comfort, but you want to drive yourself. You don't actually need a chauffeur. Not that this car cannot be driven by a chauffeur. What I mean is the image. You look at the profile of this car and then you compare in your imagination with an S-Class or with an Audi A8. Those cars really look very stately, very limo-ish. But this guy here, this guy has a very, very, very sporty profile. Okay, so if I drive this car out, it would not look like I am some Ahmad or I am a valet, right? It doesn't look like that. So kudos to Lexus for totally changing the LS's appearance, and now this car properly looks like a sports sedan. Okay, now what are the engines? Back then you have the V8, now it's a 3.5 V6 twin turbo mated to a 10-speed transmission. So what they're aiming is not just performance, but the kind of smooth going behavior. Now look at the Spindle Grill. They call it a Spindle Grill. I never really like that description, but nevertheless it is a beautiful rendition of Lexus's corporate image. Okay, and then you look at the lights. Of course, they are one of the most advanced headlights out there, and of course you have these kind of gradual kind of blinkers going on. Chrome rims, look at that, chrome rims in a luxury car. And I love the paint. The color of the paint is quite something. I mean, we all know Lexus have their build quality and their craftsmanship, right? We've always known that, and I'm glad they toned down on this one, because if they go all the way down, it's gonna look a little bit gaudy. All right, let's come inside here to the back seats first, because that's where it matters, right? Now this is the thing that, oh my god, it feels so good to the touch. It feels so good to the touch. Now all these are handcrafted, as in this is something that the Japanese call origami plating. So what they do is that they fold things that are unfoldable. What do I mean by that? This is actually fabric, and we all know fabric can't be folded, right? But they use the origami techniques and fold them. And check this out, the armrest, it looks like it's floating, but of course it is slightly connected at the back there, but it's, oh my god, the build quality of Lexuses are just another thing. And of course this guy here, this beautiful glass. So these two things are handcrafted and they look stunning. I really congratulate Lexus for being able to come up with something all new that we've never seen before in this segment. Now and then, of course, nowadays we need all this control and all that. Let's come inside here. Sit at the back. Now I am not really sure if this is a long wheelbase or short wheelbase. I don't have those information, but from what I'm sitting here, it's very roomy. I get a lot of leg room. All right, show you from the sides. Very, very spacious. Pockets are there. Exactly. And you have some wood patterns at the back here. I mean, it's a given in this segment. You have all this, right? And of course the screen. Now headroom can be a little bit limited, but I love the Alcantara headliners. I don't know whether it's Alcantara or Nubuck, but they feel the same, okay? And leather wrapped door handles. Oh, something unique in this segment. First time. City mounted. So this aircon vent is on the roof, and then you have another vent on the B pillar, and then you have the usual ones, which I call them the the ball coolers and all that. They're there, and everything around me feels great. Now this part here is wrapped in leather, okay, because it's a luxury car, but I myself don't really like this part. This part looks undesigned. It looks undesigned. So of course this controls it. There's the layer of protector there, but this one allows me to control and all that. But again, Lexus interface, they need to look at what BMW or Audi is doing, because in terms of the choice of font, look at that, right? Shade or lamp is a different font size with climate, audio and relaxation. So in certain ways, the interface of this car doesn't look as luxurious as the car itself. I mean, it has always been a Lexus, something that Lexus has doesn't match up to the Europeans. Will be the software part, okay? And that's the only way to put down the entire armrest. And to open it, you have here, and then inside is carpeted in felt. High ampere, high voltage USB ports, and you can put your headphone jack, and then you can control your own volume here with the volume button, okay? And this is the pass-through, I presume. Oh no, it's a refrigerator, like a cooler, okay? Then do you get rear aircon controls? Oh, it's on the panel just now. So this is the rear seat. All right, you get these as well. What are these? Okay, yeah. All right, let's go to the front. Okay, Mark Levinson speakers here. Very high-end stuff. Look at the seats. All right, now, so you hold the door handles here, and this is a wraparound leather dashboard, and this guy here is absolutely beautiful. The way they integrate the aircon vents. So you see, when I move this physical structure doesn't move, but the vents inside actually move, and I can slide them left or right, up and down. This is another ingenious thing. See, this is not just a pattern. Look at that. It's 3D. It's three-dimensional. So I can actually touch them, and the start-stop button is here. So this is a beautiful rendition of what they envision. It's not just some pattern. So that is really, really nice. And again, this thing, which we first saw it in the Lexus LC, some kind of light emanating decorative structure at the back there. Here we have the cup holders. A 12-volt socket in a cup holder. Okay, and yeah, I've always liked Lexus switch gears. They feel really good. Oh, surprisingly small. First time ever. And yeah, it's just surprisingly small. Oh, this is so intricately designed. Metal milled, this button. And do I move? See, it looks like it could work like a joystick, but it doesn't actually. Okay, this is the touchpad, the Lexus touchpad. And how do I open this? Okay, you can open this from both sides. There are really nice materials there. And yeah, you can open them both sides like an S-Class. And this is how the lighting looks like from inside. Very nice. Okay, and the wood panels are in here. The buttons feel really good. These feel like metal, but they are anodized. Oh, a very small display. So it's very unique, the whole execution of the interior of this car. You know, sitting inside here, it feels very snug. It doesn't feel like I have a big expanse of space, but actually I do. But it's just that everything is very near to the passengers, so you feel very, very snugly surrounded by all this. So it feels like I'm sitting on a coach, on a couch. Sorry, not a coach. I'm a bit. It's not a frameless rear view mirror. Yeah. I would say there are certain parts of the car that feels very, very luxurious, and there are also certain parts of the car feels very distinctly Japanese, like here, where there's not much of a design going on here. Very straightforward. So, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so seated inside here, yeah, it feels very high quality, all these stuffs, but then you see this, you get a mixture of this, and then buttons like that, which looks very utilitarian. Okay, and then this part, this plastic part, could have been something else. The leather could have wrapped all the way, matching this. So yeah, no doubts. Does it have a soft close? Doesn't. So yeah, that's about it, I guess. With the door panels and the glass stuffs over there, I believe this is the luxury version, and it is a looker. It is a very, very beautiful car. Alright, signing off here from Lexus. I'm gonna head off to the Lamborghini Urus. Cheers.